So hello everyone and welcome to another live session. Today I'll be playing some UU because I'm trying to ladder on the UU ladder, of course. And today I'm uploading with a team I've already did a team builder with, but I made a change. I actually changed the Dragon Dance Hexers to a Yan Mega, Speed Boost Yan Mega, this particular set. The reason why I did that is because Hexers was actually alright on this team, but I felt like it didn't do a whole lot. Like the majority of times I didn't even whip it out during the game, or it would just die in vain, or I would use it as death fodder or whatever. So Hexers has pretty unfortunate speed with the base 97, because as soon as it says it one Dragon Dance, it will still get outspeed by Scarf, Hydreigon, Rachi, Mienshao, Darmanitan, basically the basic the most Scarfers you will see in this team. So I decided to replace it with the Mega. That also brings more balance into my team with physically offensive and specially offensive. The only thing the Hexers actually did is as soon as I would let an Empoleon live very long, that then it would actually revenge kill that with an Earthquake. But I do have two counters with Krug, with Nidoqueen. Oh, the Blastoise actually, Blastoise is a counter. Machamp is actually a counter as well. I was reading Blastoise and I was looking at Machamp. That's why I said that. But without any further ado, I'm just gonna pause it until I find a battle. So, I had to resize the screen because it didn't fit, because I'm a moron, basically. So, yeah, this is the start of it. This team looks not all that threatening. This thing is a problem though, this thing is a threat, like always. I really just want to lead with Nidoqueen just to get up my Stealth Rocks, because he does have a way of getting rid of him, but Tentacruel and Rapid Spin, like, I want to force him to Rapid Spin, so it's really good. The thing that he can actually do is force me to Rapid Spin with Blastoise while leading off with the Swampert. Kind of debating right now what's going to be more beneficial for me later on, because I would really like some damage on the Swampert. What I can also do is just directly switch into my Mega, because it's going to do a number to the skin, and I can probably go for it with the however, I'm just going to play it safe. Well, I have sort of a counter for the Abomasnow in my Jirachi. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. But we'll see. So I'm just going to start the timer and pause until he does decide to make a move. No, he actually does make a move right now. He probably had rocks on this, so I'm not fearing the rocks, but I do want to get my own rocks, but I'm not speeding a whole lot, so I have to get rocks up on the Cresselia. So I might just death fodder this right now, and then get a safe switch into my Blastoise, which can also do a number to his team. He's definitely going for the knockoff, and I do want to keep my choice band on my Crocodile. So I'm actually just going to stay in and click Stealth Rocks, because like this thing, although I really would like some damage off on the Abomasnow, it's not worth it. It's not worth getting knocked off my my choice band on my Crocodile. What I can do now is just go into my champ. Kinda. Can also go into Yan Mega and double Air Slash on the predicted Tentacruel. A lot of plays I can make, but I'm just gonna go for the safe one. I'm just gonna go into my Krook, get off the Intimidate. Krook, like, always gets critted. Like, for me, Crocodile always gets critted. So what I'm gonna do is just click knockoff as well. I'm expecting the Krook to be his Krook, his King Cruel. Let's talk nicknames, so things will be obvious. To be Choice Bandit, but obviously it's not. So I will go knockoff again. He might go knockoff on me as well. Maybe this is more defensive set. I have no idea. And if it was defensive, I think I would have outsped. I have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about right now. So knockoff does a lot. It does okay amount of damage. What I can do now, actually, even though it's decently nice that he knocked that off, because now I can actually go for the superpower, and superpower will allow me to kill it, really. So he's gonna go into Alexis, Texas. Shout out to the guys who know what that means. So this allows him to like take a lot of damage. Well, this allows me to get some damage on the Cresselia, which I want, which I like, which I adore, down into my core. So this happens, really. You might want to go knockoff. You might, meh. Not trusting it all that much. I'm just gonna go into Machamp and try and get off a decent hit with the close combat. If he goes into the Alexis Texas, then I can just knock that off. Oh, he does knock off my Assault Vest, which I don't really care. I'm just gonna go close combat on his predicted Protect, and then as soon as I scare him out, I just want to go for a knockoff. He doesn't actually do that. But this is good, because as I said, I want damage on this thing, because I don't know what the calcs are for this thing. And I cannot record the entire screen, which I usually would do, because I'm not my main setup. I don't have two screens right now, so I have to kind of do it all on one screen, and it's really pissing me off. So that's obviously good. That's enough damage, really, but I don't I don't want to switch either, so I just have to go knockoff again. Machamp isn't going to be doing a whole lot this game anyway. Neither are those Toxic Spikes. Like, those Toxic Spikes are weak, or bad play. The only things that are affected by it are Krook, and Krook is like CB anyway. So I do get the burn, which allows us to go for the double down. I kind of want to go into Yanmega because it threatens out a lot of his team. It can do a whole lot to a lot of mons. If he goes into Mienshao, I'm just gonna like immediately switch out again, because the Stone Edge is obvious, and then it can just go to Krook. He goes into Crocodile, that's fine. What I can do actually is just go for Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz is probably my most solid play. It does a lot to the Mienshao. I do get the speed boost after this, and it hits this, and this for super effective damage. And the Mienshao isn't going to be doing a lot, especially after this turn, because I will get one speed boost. Then I can protect. I get two speed boosts, and I speed the Choice Scarf Mienshao. So I'm not sure in a really good position right now, because Yanmega destroys his team. The only thing I had to switch out against was his Abomasnow, which obviously resists that. That was a really good play on his part. That was a really good play. So if he doesn't knock me out with Ice Shard, I just win right here. Unless I miss my Air Slash. I'd click Air Slash just to let you know. I really should have clicked Air Slash. That was actually correct. Oh my god, don't tell me due to that crit he's gonna... So I'm gonna knock out one more Pokemon. He might have to fake out. I'm just gonna go for protect because I don't want him to fake me out. Okay, that's great. So what I can do now is just go for the safe Bug Buzz. If he only hadn't got that crit, I would have probably swept with this thing right now. So there's Crook Guys, which allows my Crook to do a lot. I'm just gonna go into Jirachi because Jirachi takes on both of them. Well, it can take one high jump kick, and it can... That critical hit with the Ice Shard is really unfortunate, but I should have gone Air Slash, so it's basically my fault that I'm in this position to begin with. Or I just should have played a bit more conservative with my winning condition, really. Yanmega did a number to his team after this thing was down. Okos. Doesn't Oko. He went knockoff. I kinda wanna preserve Jirachi. His stepfather maybe later on, but he's definitely Choice Scarf because he did outspeed me and I am Choice Scarf as well. So what we can do now is just hard switch into my Crocodile because that isn't going to be doing a lot. I do get the Intimidate off, and like you see, he is Choice Scarf, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. I can actually go for knockoff myself. I can also Pursuit Trap him. Wait, if I was banded, that would definitely kill, but now I'm not sure. It does actually kill. Thank you, Showdown, for making decisions for me. That's really solid. That's always nice to get a crit like that. And I'm going to look for... Oh, no. I'm gaining on the ladder right now. I'm almost at 1500. This guy was actually really high up the ladder, even though I didn't find his team to be very threatening. However, I'm just going to pause and find a new battle. So here we are, literally 5 seconds after I left it off. What I can do is just lead with the Nidoqueen again, because like the majority of his team doesn't threaten out my Nidoqueen. Only Rachi threatens it out. So it's really good, and I have a counter for Rachi. Do I? Yeah, Mega Blastoise. Mega Blastoise is probably the counter to... out comes Nidoqueen, out comes the Apollodon. It doesn't have Sandstream. I kind of just want to go Ice Beam right now, because that is my safest play. And if he goes to Vaporeon, Vaporeon cannot Oko me, so I'm just going to go off for damage. Nidoqueen is my rocker, but 9 out of 10 times I'm still attacking with it, just plain attacking with it. And that's something I like. Nidoqueen is just too good. Wait, Ice Beam dead 50, right? No, 60. Ice Beam did 60. I'm just gonna calc it real quick. I know you cannot see the entire calc, and I apologize for that, but due to complications. So we do have a Nidoqueen, UU offensive. It doesn't really matter the spread, but I am modest, so the attack investment is right. So, and then we calculate Powdon. Ice Beam would do 78 too. So this one is definitely Spadef. So let's just go with this. And then Earthquake. Ooh, Earth Power does 44 to 51. This is a roll. It's definitely a roll, but I'm just gonna go for Earth Power because he probably doesn't want to lose his Apollodon this early on in the game. And I'm not sure about the HP on my Yanmega. I'm just gonna check it real quick. Okay, I do end up living. So I'm just gonna go Earth Power. That's actually pretty solid damage on the Vaporeon. Now I can Sludge Wave, and then he is going to go for Protect, and then it can get up my Stealth Rocks. And just also switch in Blastoise to just go for the Rapid Spin. So, the situation I've created for myself is actually looking really solid, as I am going to start the timer. If you're playing against me, I'm very sorry, but I'm a very impatient person, and I will start the timer on you 9 out of 10 times. For some reason, I cannot no longer see my recording thing. I'm just gonna pause until he makes a move. So as I said, I was gonna go for Sludge Wave on his wish, and I was gonna go for Protect, and then I can just go for the Stealth Rocks of my own. That's what's gonna happen. It's kind of unfortunate that this happens, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I'm just gonna go for Sludge Wave again, as it is my best play. Well, not really sure whether it's my best play, but it's a good play. I will let you know that I'm completely behind this play. So if he doesn't go Wish exactly, then it's not going to be in his favor. However, now I kind of just want to get rid of the Stealth Rocks, because then he has to get them back up with the Hippowdon, and Hippowdon is not looking too good. The majority of my team can knock it out right now, especially because it is specially defensive. The specially offensive Pokemons I do have actually all have a super effective move, and I do think my Machamp and Krook can knock it out. Jirachi probably can't, so that's the only thing that I have to worry about. So now I can just go for a Rapid Spin on the Vaporeon. Vaporeon is isn't looking solid. In comes the Shaman. However, Shaman is a threat. Shaman is always a threat. So what I'm going to do is switch in Rachi on the predicted Seed Flare. Seed Flare is really obvious right here. I believe Seed Flare, he does crit me, and he does get to drop. That is really unfortunate. So it forces me to U-turn, because I don't want to lose my Jirachi already. This might actually force him to switch in his Hippowdon. No, he actually goes into Vaporeon. That is fine as well. So Vaporeon, I just want to check what this Vaporeon is. Vaporeon took 47% from Sludge Wave. So Vaporeon, you wish. Oh, I actually got a max roll with 56 Spadef. So this is probably his physically defensive mon. However, his physical defense is probably still worse than his. It is a little. Nidoqueen is probably not my hardest hitter either. Maybe I should just go into Machamp. Well, Yanmega does have super effective moves and isn't really threatened by it in general, so that's something I can do, but then he has Rachi to just hard counter it, but then I have Mega Blastoise again. So what I really just want to do is just go into Machamp and hope that he gets the burn. Like, what? He gets the burn? Yeah, he does get the burn, because my Machamp is Guts, and Guts Machamp does a whole lot. Like, it 2-hit KOs Suicune, and it's a safe switch in because you have Guts. So that's obviously good. He doesn't really have anything to switch in. Yeah, he does have the Crobat. I'm actually going to knock off these lefties. If he does decide to stay in, then the Close Combat should kill from there, I believe. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know if Vaporeon calcs. So that's really good, but looking at that 30%, then Close Combat will more than likely kill it. So Vaporeon doesn't do a whole lot to my team. Like, it gets killed by Yanmega. It doesn't get killed by Nidoqueen, as we have seen. So hopefully this kills, because it is Spadef, as we've seen from the calcs. So Machamp does knock out that, and then that wish is in vain, which leaves the Vaporeon at 40% after it switches in. So that's really good, something I'm really happy with. I don't really want him to get rid of the Stealth Rocks. On the other side, he can just go Brave Bird and kill me, because I am -1 right now. all scenarios that are very plausible. However, I can just go into Jirachi because Jirachi is a counter to Crobat, even though it's at not the best amount of HP. He actually decides to go for U-turn and decide to take 50% on his Crobat for no apparent reason. So he did go for U-turn, and now he switches into Vaporeon. I could trick this, but I would probably like my trick just for the Shaman. Nah, Shaman gets destroyed by Yanmega. So that's something I can do. I'm not really afraid of Raikou either. So I'm just gonna go for trick. Tricking this Vaporeon is going to be huge. Okay, he does go for Protect. Very unfortunate. I'm just gonna go for trick again. He probably is gonna switch in something else now. If he switches in Raikou and then he gets a Scarf and I get a Choice Specs, that's gonna be pretty bad. No, he actually switches into his own Rachi, which more than likely Scarfed. Exactly. Which allows me to switch in Mega Blastoise. He might win a U-turn, but since I obtained his Scarf, it doesn't count. So he goes for Iron Head. That was probably his worst play he could have done. He should have U-turned in my opinion. Let's just get this back to the bottom. Now what I can do is just go for the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is going to do a lot to his entire team. Jirachi isn't going to flinch me to death. Hopefully. He has to get set at like 6 flinches in a row. Well, not if that happens, of course. If he keeps critting me, then that is great for him. If he doesn't, it's better for me. I really hope this isn't going to happen. Okay, that's great. So Mega Blastoise coming through, killing the Jirachi. He got 2 flinches in a row and a crit, so he kind of he did a fair share of Hex. Didn't do all that much though. I'm not too bothered about Raikou. I can just let this thing die because it's not going to be doing anything anymore. He can't set up rocks. He can't do really anything. So he might full switch, but he might predict me to switch in something that'll take that. Exactly. This thing isn't going to do anything. So he is running lefties, as he reveals right now. So I don't care. Maybe I should have gone Hydro Pump right there because that would have probably done more. But just getting off solid damage on this thing is really good, as I can probably just sweep with Yanmega right now, as long as I don't miss my Air Slash on the Crobat. And Shaman. No, Shaman, I can Bug Buzz Shaman. But I need to hit my Air Slash on the Crobat. If you kill me, I'm not really sure whether... really? Really? Nice. So this guy is basically trying to give me the 6-0 sweep. It's really helping me. I can just go Ice Beam right now. He kind of has to go Seed Flare because Ice Beam will do a lot. Okay, as he actually goes for Psychic. I'm not really sure whether that was his best play because I could have always switched into Jirachi, but I'm just being bad. Yeah, you're not playing a great game. Let's be honest. I have to be honest right here. I'm sorry. So unless this Crobat is Scarf, then I just click U-turn right here and win. So he's probably going to go out into the Vaporeon, and if he does that, then I definitely win. Right here. He has to do that though. You can't just time stall right now, because I'm in a very good position with 5-3 up, and your team is pretty weak. All 3 are like at half health after Stealth Rock switching. So, yep. GG. So now I can just U-turn on the Vaporeon and go into my Yanmega. I don't think I get the speed boost this turn, but after I go for the Bug Buzz on this thing and kill it, then I will definitely get the speed boost, and then I can protect. I don't want to risk this Crobat being Scarfed, even though it's more than likely not. It's the only thing that can get rid of hazards on his team, but no need to take unnecessary risks Even though air slash is a bit of a risk, let's be honest. Well, if I don't, then he might rest. I'm just gonna go for this because I have other ways of dealing with the shaman. Otherwise I can just switch in Rachi. Exactly. I don't want him to roost. So it's a 50-50. He can be. He's not going to be scarfed. Looking at his team, he had scarf Rachi already. So exactly. So that is the game. The only thing I have to do is click Bug Buzz and kill the Shaman right now. Shaman is actually really good. I've seen Blame Truth. So this is actually a 5-0. I didn't expect this to be a 5-0, but as we can see, Yanmega just is a great late game sweeper. It can do a whole lot. It can just switch in on bad Pokemon like the Vaporeon. But if I were him, I would just switch them up. I would make Vaporeon Spadef. I would make Hippowdon physically defensive, because then both of them can take hits really well, and now they can take hits average on both sides, so it's not something I generally like, but I know I sound like an ass, but would you mind giving me an import of your team? Sure, dude. So that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this this hyper offense team I've built. Yanmega is definitely a good addition, as we could have seen these last two games. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and see you later. Peace.